folks, Kenny the Vaping Heed back again. How you're all doing? Hope you're doing mighty fine. Hope you're all still bearing up under this COVID lockdown. Even though here in the UK he's supposed to be relaxing them a bit. Bloody hell's alright. The people that are out now is unbelievable. It just seems like everything's back to normal. I think people are just thinking bollocks with it now, so it is what it is. Anyway, just a quick chat, let you know I'm still alive and breathe and all that, and touch wood. I haven't getting this COVID yet, so I'm still alive and kicking people. Just a quick chat about what's going on and stuff. Basically, with the release of the Los Vapes Centaurus, I mean, is it a cash grab? Because basically everybody's saying it's pretty much the Paranormal 250, just in different colours, which what I've seen it basically is. Like, it's a bit thinner, but would you go out and buy one? See, the thing is with these companies is why I mean, I know they've got like a tried and tested product, you know, the Paranormal, you know, it's a fabulous mod. I've got one, very successful. So do you not think they should be bettering themselves? I mean, the Centaurus, right? It's basically exactly the same as a Paranormal. Like just it's a Paranormal. I think if they're going to do something like that, making 2700 or 21700s, that's to me is the way forward. You know, I mean, I've got a there you go. I've got two mods here, right? You've got the Paranormal, right? As you can see, normal, Paranormal, right? And by the way, this one's got removable and replaceable clippy-on sides. Apparently, the Centaurus are screwed on. Are they going to be replacing for them? We'll see. But that's your Paranormal, right? This one here is the Invader. I think it's the Invader 4 by Telsigs. That's a 2700 mod. When you put that next to that, do you not reckon this in a 2700 or 21700 battery config would be the way to go? You know, they're not, you know, they're not hugely massively different. Obviously the girth for the batteries and that, but imagine a Paranormal like that. Brilliant, wouldn't it? Or even what's this one here? I've got this one here. This is the Vubu X217. There you go. 2700. Now, not to just slate, you know, Evolve and the Lost Chip. Here's the G-Class Yeehee. Look, exactly the same shape as that. But again, 2700, 21700. Why don't these big companies do something like that? Imagine this. I mean, you know, this is the G-Class. Tried and tested. Everybody, you know, who's got one loves it. Workhorse, cracking mod. Imagine if they'd done that in that. Amazing, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? So this is what I mean. Like, why keep flogging a dead horse? Why don't you show a bit of oomph, a bit of dare, and a bit of innovation? Go for it. All right. I mean, the 250 chip, when you get it, it's limited to 200 watts. The simple reason is because two 18650 batteries. You know, if it's 250 and it goes to 250 watts, you're never going to get 250 watts out of two 18650 batteries, are you? Nope. But 2700s or 21700 batteries, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is what gripes me about the vape industry at the moment. There's just nothing new. They just seem to like rejigging an old design, you know. Just it's nothing new come to board. I mean, you know, the Evolve 250C chip, yeah, it's a newer version and all that, but you know, it's still basically the same fucking chip. Simply Yeehees, you know, they haven't changed that much. But I think, you know, these companies who are producing stuff like this, you know, give us something new. RTAs as well, you know, I mean, you've seen it with Smock. amount of tanks they had off the TV series, you know. Pardon me for the background noise first of all, because friggin' we're next to me and road, I've had to open the windows because this place was smogged out, so if there's any background noise with cars and boy races going up here thinking of Nigel Mansell and all that shit, I do apologise. Anyway, getting back to it, that's what I'm talking about, you know, new stuff, you know, stop flogging a dead horse. We've seen it with the pods and the EIOs, you know, the milk them, it was a pod and it was an EIO, the milk them, you know. I mean, right now vaping is, I know obviously with the lockdown and all that crap, but there's nothing new, coming to the table. You know, an 18650 jukebox mod is an 1860 jukebox mod, that's it, you know. There's nothing sticking out now, is there? And also, while I'm on this like kind of twist, I suppose, I think this COVID is driving prices up of vape gear. I mean, recent releases obviously is the Steam Crave Aromizer V2. Cracking bit of kit. Averages about 59 quid, something like that, average in the UK. I've seen on sites for 90 quid for the advanced kit, and they're selling the standard at 60 quid. I mean, really? You know, I think just, you know, the vape, obviously there's nothing getting made, you know, or there's, you know, the COVID, or there's nothing getting shipped or whatever, but, you know, if you're expecting somebody to try and pack the fags in, which now is a pretty good time to do so, like I say, I've seen the menthol flavoured cigarette ban comes into force in the UK on the 20th of this month. You know, people might be thinking about quitting. They're not going to pay 80-90 quid just for a tank, or 80-90 quid for a kit. You know what I mean? Even some of the EIOs, you know, 30-40 quid. It's going to put people off. And I started vaping, I got a pen, I think it was a Kangatech. Kangatech. It was 12 quid. 12 quid. You know what I mean? I've only been vaping about 3-4 years. So, you know, I think the prices are just starting to rock. I mean, I suppose it is the world we live in, everything kind of gams up and people's wages don't go up with it. But, you know, you like say, I don't know, little old Betty who's, you know, 75, 80-year-old, quitting the fags, going to get a vape thing, just say something about 40 quid, she's going to nah, too expensive. You know what I mean? And then, you know, bottles of juices, you know, some are selling these little 10 milli bottles, like three for 12 quid or something, you know, like 30 mil. I mean, fair enough, a new vape at 30 mil might be alright for a couple of days, but that day 30 mil in a day. You know what I mean? Some bottles of juice are 20 quid. So what I mean, like the prices just seem to be like shifting upwards a bit. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, some shops or online stores are selling our old stock. I mean, I've seen a few people get some cracking bargains. You know, they're getting like tanks that maybe is a year or two old for, you know, 10-15 quid, which is great. But is that the way to go? If you want to buy, you know, a new tank, do you buy one that came 2 years ago instead of like maybe trying a newer one? I mean, it's a bit of a lottery because it is kind of. I mean, I've just bought the Destiny. Where is it? I've got the Destiny R2A there. Look at the size of it. With postage, 30 quid. Another little example here. Kelpie, 25 quid. But with postage, 30 quid. So, you know, you're averaging this stuff out. By the time you pay your postage, etc., you know, the price goes up, and obviously a lot of vape shops, at least a couple of my local ones, will not rush out and get the latest RTA or the latest mod because A, they can probably not get it, and B, they're not going to stock their shelves out with something that ain't really going to sell. You know, it's a bit of a shot in the dark for them, innit? Because, you know, they could buy a tank that turned out to be a flop, nobody wants it, and they've got about 10, 50 of them sitting on their shelves. So they've got to practically give them away or try and get their money back on them, you know. It's the chance you take, I suppose, with anything new. But like I say, I mean, like that Centaurus really got me thinking, like, you know, how far are these companies going to go milking their brands? I mean, we all know Smok's done it with all sorts of tanks. They're bringing mods out every 2 minutes. I haven't heard a lot from them lately, before the lockdown, like, apart from the TVFs, I think it was the 16. I think it was this fella here. This one. This was the last thing I got by Smok. The TFV, that's it, the TFV 16. I've never had another mod off them for ages. I've never had any EIOs off them, nothing. You know, I'm not really a fan of EIOs anyway. But, you know, I would like to see mods and that. I think I would like to see them all head towards 2700s, 21700 batteries. I think that's the way to go, purely because they can handle more powerful devices, they can handle, you know, more power as such, with your, you know, your bigger builds and all that stuff. And on the other side of the coin, if you just do an average Joe build, or you've got an average Joe sub-ohm tank, that extra battery capacity might give you longer battery hours for usage. So I personally think that's the way to go forward, folks. But yeah, just thought I'd throw something else out here just to let you all know I'm still alive and all that stuff. Yeah, before I go, I may as well tell you, I've took the old Blotto out and give this a run out, and I've tried in single coil, and yes, a lot of people were saying this was better in single coil, and I tend to agree. It's fabulous. And the usual cherry cake dodgers there now, you know what I mean. So that being said, folks, I've been Kenny the Vaping Heed. Stay safe, vape safe, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Cheers now. Bye.